In tonight's Deep Dive World Report, we follow two unfolding aviation emergencies gripping the Caribbean and northern Latin America. Crises that are reshaping air travel, triggering geopolitical alarm bells, and leaving thousands of travelers stranded. The first emergency begins in Haiti, a nation already suffering from one of the most violent and chaotic periods in its modern history. Months after Prime Minister Ariel Henry's forced resignation in April 2024, the country remains engulfed in a dangerous mix of political instability, gang warfare, economic collapse, and near-total breakdown of state security. Against this backdrop, something frightening happened in the skies above Port-au-Prince. Gunfire struck a passenger aircraft. And the aftermath has now forced the last remaining domestic carrier, Sunrise Airways, to cancel all internal flights across Haiti, effectively shutting down domestic aviation in the country. According to early reports, the incident took place on November 23rd, as a Sunrise Airways aircraft was on approach to the Guy Mallory terminal at Toussaint-Louverture International Airport. The plane had departed from Les Cayes, one of the few relatively stable port cities in southwestern Haiti. As the aircraft descended, bullet fire grazed its fuselage. Fortunately, none of the passengers or crew were injured, but the message was unmistakably clear. Even the skies above Haiti are no longer safe. This comes after a series of alarming events last year, when Spirit Airlines, JetBlue, and Southwest all had aircraft struck by stray gunfire while attempting to land in Port-au-Prince. Incidents that prompted the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration to impose a sweeping ban on all American commercial flights into Haiti. Since November 2024, no U.S. airline has been allowed to fly there. That ban, originally temporary, has now been extended until March 2026, and additionally prohibits all U.S. carriers from flying through sections of Haitian airspace below 10,000 feet. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more in-depth global news breakdowns. It helps us bring you critical stories the mainstream often overlooks. Sunrise Airways was one of the last lifelines for a nation now cut off from the world. Because major cruise lines have stopped calling at Haitian ports, and because no international carriers have clearance to operate there, Sunrise had become the de facto bridge for residents, tourism workers, and the large Haitian diaspora abroad. Though based in Port-au-Prince, the airline successfully maintained routes to Cuba, Grenada, Guadeloupe, and the British Virgin Islands. It also served as a connector between Cape Haitian, the safer northern coastal city, and airports like Miami International. In fact, Sunrise had recently announced plans to open new routes to New York and Fort Lauderdale to support Haitians trying desperately to travel home or reunite with family. But now, even Sunrise cannot guarantee safety. In a short statement, Sunrise Airways confirmed its aircraft was hit by gunfire, that it has halted all domestic flights, and that operations will only resume when conditions allow. It offered no further details about the bullets, the damage, or how the attack happened. And honestly, that silence speaks volumes, because in today's Haiti, the lines between airport security, gang territory, and government control have completely eroded. This isn't just about a grounded airline. It's about a country slipping further into isolation. An entire population is being left without viable ways to move across their own country for business, medical emergencies, family reunions, funerals, and basic survival. What was once a travel inconvenience has exploded into a full-scale humanitarian issue. But Haiti isn't the only nation facing a sudden aviation crisis. Just across the Caribbean Sea, Venezuela has erupted into its own wave of flight suspensions, warnings, and geopolitical tension. On November 21, the FAA issued a stark, unusually urgent NOTAM, a notice to airmen, warning of a potentially hazardous security situation over Venezuela. Intelligence reports suggest increased military activity, instability, and deteriorating conditions within the Maduro-led government. On top of that, the United States has been rapidly increasing military pressure, sending jets, warships, and reconnaissance aircraft toward the region. Most recently, the U.S. military flew a B-52 strategic bomber and F/A/18E fighters near Venezuelan territory, a clear show of force. The moment this warning was issued, international airlines sprang into action. Colombian flag carrier Avianca suspended all Bogotá-Caracas flights. Portugal's TAP Air, Spain's Iberia, and Brazil's Gol Líneas Aéreas canceled flights to Simón Bolívar International Airport until further notice. Iberia said it would evaluate the situation before resuming service. TAP explicitly stated that safety conditions in Venezuelan airspace are not guaranteed. And even though no American airline has flown directly to Venezuela since diplomatic ties were severed in 2019, U.S. carriers like American Airlines and Delta have now stopped flying over Venezuelan airspace entirely. Before we move deeper into this unfolding geopolitical mess, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications. It ensures you never miss major updates on global travel risks and international crises. The situation inside Venezuela is deteriorating under President Trump's escalating crackdown on Nicolás Maduro's government. According to CNN and Reuters, U.S. officials increasingly hint that a military operation is on the table. Experts warn that the United States may attempt to overthrow Maduro rather than negotiate any form of diplomatic compromise. The U.S. State Department has already issued some of the most alarming travel warnings ever recorded, telling Americans in Venezuela to prepare a will and consider hiring private security teams. The advisory bluntly states that the U.S. government has zero ability to rescue or assist citizens trapped in the country. For airlines, this uncertainty is untenable. Flying into an unstable nation is one thing, but flying into a nation that might be on the brink of a U.S. military intervention is another. Aviation requires predictability, safe skies, clear military protocols. But right now, Venezuela has none of those things. Carriers would rather shut down routes entirely rather than risk flying through what could become an active conflict zone. Meanwhile, the humanitarian impact mirrors Haiti's struggle. Families cut off from loved ones, businesses unable to operate, travelers stranded across borders, and entire communities losing access to essential air links. In both countries, aviation shutdowns are not merely transportation issues, they are symptoms of deeper, systemic collapse. As tensions rise, experts fear these events could trigger regional instability affecting the entire Caribbean and northern Latin America. Commercial flights are the veins of global connection. When those veins close, the world becomes smaller, more fragile, and more dangerous. If you found this report informative, make sure to subscribe to our channel because the situation in Haiti and Venezuela is evolving rapidly, and we'll be tracking every major development in real time. Stay safe, stay aware, and we'll keep you updated as this story unfolds.